Hello everybody, Major 12 here. I wanted to do like another Let's Talk because it's been like quite a while since I did one. That's basically the reason it. And as of now, like if you're new to this, my Let's Talks, these are clearly unscripted. Well, yeah, but clearly unscripted. The only points you could call a script is when I have these bullet points where I just put up the topics I want to talk about, and this is completely unscripted. This is basically a video where you just listen to it into the like background, in case you're doing something. Not meant to be like viewed like physically or whatever, just while you're doing something. I mean, you can want if you watch whatever's on the screen. I don't know what I'm gonna put on the screen, but yeah, that's just basically my Let's Talks, like something you can put on the background while I talk to you. Perhaps I could even like put you to sleep. In fact, let me let me know if I put you to sleep. I want to be honest. Like like if you use it as a sleeping aid. I ain't gonna lie, I feel honored if I got used as a sleeping aid. That'd be cool. Probably be like those what are they called? ASM artists, yeah. I could whisper in your ear like, hey, now we're gonna talk about how Ryu now we're gonna talk about how Ryu DP'd me with a donkey kick for no reason. Oh yeah, did you see that? Oh, okay, sorry, I feel a bit weird right there. I don't know how these ASM artists could do it, but yeah, let's go on to point number one is like, thanks for the sub. I noticed that I am at 65 subs as of the making of this video, and can I just say, every time someone subs to me, I get really, really happy. Like, of course, when that happens on YouTube, anyone would get happy, but it's just like, it means a lot that somebody says, you know what, J-Man, or Josh, you could call me Josh or Joshua, I want to see more of you, so I will sub to you, I will like your videos. Like, I love comments too. When people like talking, and that's fine, too. Like, oh my gosh, it fills me with joy that people just like, sub, and like comment. And no, I'm not asking you to do that, but it'd be cool if you did, but I'm not asking you to do it. But like, the engagement was looking for. But yeah, and one of my favorite commenters is Lightning KO. Shout out to him. I will put his link in the description because I just really like talking to him. And like, I really like his gameplay too. Like, I thought the Team Fortress video, I ain't gonna lie, was kind of funny. I watched the other perspectives from his friends. That was really funny too. And I don't know anything about the Team Fortress 2 universe, but is it really true that Saxon Hale or whatever is like the most powerfulest power OP character in TF universe? That's actually crazy. But yeah, I like the engagement that YouTube brings, because my plan obviously is like make this like an actual hobby or a job, get enough. And you got every sub, every like and comment, every views on my videos help me to do that. And you know what? I really appreciate people subbing to me. Shout out to my latest subscriber, Marcus. I see you, and thank you very much. If you see this video, feel free to comment. I want to heart your comment again. But yeah, I just really say thank you from the bottom, no, from all of my heart. Cross my heart and hope to, I'm not gonna finish that because YouTube is for babies, but thanks you everyone for the subs. It really means a lot. Now on to topic number 2. I wrote here, it's a two-parter. I guess talk about Zenless and Wuthering Waves. Yeah, I guess ramble. When I write these topics, it's just basically it's just telling myself to hey, ramble on to the microphone and talk about these topics. So I guess I ramble about Zenless, and oh my gosh, I said it. I think I did a Let's Talk on Zenless, and I still love the game so much. Oh my gosh, especially the story, bro. I think I said this in my last talk, so if I repeat anything, I'm sorry. I just want to reiterate it. That the story is and I know we're dealing with a world that's basically fantasy or whatever, but like it's on Earth and stuff. It's so relatable because they choose this setting to put it in, like modern times. You know what I mean? But because like on other Hoyoverse games, I'm gonna be honest, I can't get the story. I truly can't, and I just whatever. I don't care. Plus, I love the gameplay of Zenless. I love it so much, bro. Every character feels so fun to play. How do you do that in a gacha where all the like quote unquote 4 stars, you know, the A ranks, quote unquote 4 stars? Every single one of them is so fun to play. How? How did you do this? Like, oh my gosh, and the S ranks. My only complaint about gameplays for any character, I could have some others, but the only ones that I could think of at the moment is Caesar King. And I need to start like saying her name more because every time I'm so used to like Skyzar for some reason. I don't know why I'm thinking of the name as Skyzar, but it's Caesar. But yeah, her like hit, I think it's her third basic attack. She throws the shield forward like Captain America, which is, you know, fine, sure. But all of the hits, because it's like she throws the shield and it sits in place, right? It's like shredding them. Okay, cool. But it doesn't hit like everything. Like, let's say if an enemy's right in front of me, I do the attack. Sure, I hit the enemy throwing it, but like it doesn't, like they don't take the brunt of attack. And then they take it coming back. It's like I want them to like just her third basic attack, plant the shield and so on, and it shreds them for a bit moment. Then, you know, continue with other basic attack on, because that's the one thing that feels clunky. It always feels off to me for Caesar. And also, Caesar is one of the best waifus in the game. She's so adorable. But yeah, they just dropped the new 1.4 patch, and yes, it was a big patch. And oh my gosh. I got Miyabi, by the way, and her signature W engine. Then they're just gonna give you a S rank, like electric attacker for free. Oh my gosh. The Zenless creators can't stop cooking. Like, they're gonna burn the whole earth down at this point. And Harumasa, like, I really, really love him so much. I love his gameplay, because mainly, like, they managed to, like, do something unique with his weapon, where it's like, it's a bow, but it also could break into 2 dual blades. And I, like, and the first time I saw him, I thought, oh, okay. We're mainly going to be using the bow, like another ranged attacker like Billy. It's like kind of that, but like you're mainly going to be using his dash attack or something when the enemy is marked, because you just spam his like dual swords, and that is so fun to do. I get an adrenaline rush just like doing that on an opponent. I mean, Miyabi is still fun too, you know, Virgil. But yeah, I find both of them fun, and like, my gosh, this game is so amazing. I know, gosh, dang! This game's awesome, and I can't wait. I bet 2.0. I'm thinking 2.0 is going to be the patch where they introduce co-op. Because that's been on, because that was in the beta of ZZZ, if you didn't know. That was in the beta, co-op was. And that's why, like, I was confused when it wasn't in there on launch, so maybe they had to get things worked out. There is some semblance of co-op, but it's in the arcade, and I don't really play the arcade. Like, I don't think that many people plays the arcade, but man, the moment they get co-op, this is gonna be a game changer, man, because it's gonna be so fun to play with all my friends. And speaking of co-op, like I said, I think it's gonna be in the 2.0 patch. And that's just me. Who knows? They might just do it in the 1.8 patch. I mean, we're on the 1.4 patch, and lots of things have changed about this game. Where they changed their like key gameplay component, because the ultimates in this game, yeah, they are flashy, and every one of them is cool. But it used to be like you build up this gauge called decibels, right? Then you just do the ultimate. And by the way, if there's a train in the background, I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm not a superhero. I can't stop the train. But it used to be basically the ultimates were like, okay, if one character does the ultimate, all the characters just, no, you don't get the ultimate, which led to your ultimates mainly being used with the anomaly and attacker characters, because, oh, they could just do damage. So, and none of the ultimates, which gave you utility, mattered. I love Caesar, and guess what? She's like tier 0. Tier 0 means like top of the top, best of the best units in the game. But guess what? It wasn't really worth it to do her ultimate. Like, like, there's this one trait about her ultimate, like, oh, she does, like, lots of more days to shielded enemies, which, can they, like, rework that or something? Like, if you are shielded, it does more days? Because Caesar shields everyone, by the way, with their abilities, but, because the thing is, you're rarely gonna encounter enemies with shields. Like, it's gonna have to be a special enemy. Like, she's gonna be best of the best no matter what, because of, oh my gosh, that teamwork skill, whatever. No, additional ability skill. I call it team skill because, like, they say, like, oh, you can activate this ability if you have this team member or attribute faction or whatever. You know what I mean? No, it's not literally an ability. It's something they could just do. Like, for example, Billy the Kid. I believe if it's like same attribute or faction, which means he's a physical attacker, so he needs a physical person or someone from the Cunning Hares. So he needs, yeah, once he has those person, like one person like that, I think his team skill, like I said, I'm gonna call it, it's called additional ability, but I call it team skill, is every time he does a chain attack, like 2 or more times, he's like, no, every time he does a chain attack, it like buffs his damage, his ultimate damage. So you want to do his chain attacks like at least 2 times first, and then just like ultimate, which gives you a lot of damage. But I'm getting ahead of myself. But yeah, I yeah, and then the ultimates, right, which led a lot of ultimates being not used, which sucks because the animation is awesome. They are supremely awesome, and like it kind of sucks if half, like all your roster is just like, oh, we can't use our ultimates ever. It's always going to go to the one attacker, which, okay, sure, but like the anime just worked their butt off for nothing. You know what I mean? And we can't even use those ultimates that look really cool. But oh my gosh, thank God they did this. Thank God they did this change. Basically, they made everyone's decibels different, and I didn't know this, but one of my main go-tos is Zhuan. I know her name is spelled like ZHU space YUAN, but Zhu, that's like Chinese or something. Anyway, Zhu is one of my mains, and yeah, she's really cool, fun to play as too. I didn't know that she had low decibel count, but because a lot of people said that, oh, characters like her with low decibels gain, which are just getting cucked. But yeah, they accounted for it, and I have not faced a single problem of her being like, oh, she's not popping no ultimate at fast enough. So yeah, I'd say they did everything right with the decibel change, the ultimate change, right? That is, thank God, because there were some characters that just be like, oh great, animators worked on us for nothing, making these flashy moves, and our ultimates just don't matter. And now they do matter. Every ultimate matters, thank God. But anywho, there's some events going on, you know. Can't name every event, but I did the Haramasa agent story. You know what? I don't want to spoil it. I'm gonna be honest, but let's just say I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the story that came with 1.42 chapter. I believe 4. Yeah, it was 4 or 5, right? Anyway, the latest chapter, I'll say, was very fun. It was very fun to do. I really love Miyabi's character, and I love how adorable she is. She's so short. I think one of those shorts that the official account comes up with, like, it's drawn, right? And she was like, oh, one of the things was she's training to put her sword back up on the shelf without using a box or whatever, a stool. That's so adorable. But yeah, then they added more things, more fan service where people could like go on, I say hangouts, not dates, hangouts with their favorite agents. Oh my goodness, these devs just know how to please their fans. They're just like, we're listening. Like, okay, anyone listening to this video by happenstance, please download Zenless if you want and have the time. Like, if you're thinking, I want you to download Zenless right now. If you're thinking, okay, I heard of this Zenless game, but I don't know, I heard of it. Please download it. It will be worth the time, especially during this patch where they give new players, like, I think a total of 160 pulls. Because I believe 80, because they give you 80 times 2. Let me do quick math with my calculator here. Yeah, 160 pulls. And in this game, summoning, right? Let's say you want to summon from Yabi. They do have a pity system. It's 80 pulls. You are guaranteed to get an S rank no matter what, right? You're guaranteed. And let's say if you pull a S rank, right? It could be on your first 10 pull, right? You have a 50% chance of getting Miyabi or any other of the general S ranks, right? That are not the limited ones, the general S ranks. Now the thing is, I did not know this, and this is such a game changer to me. But on your, let's say you pulled on a Lycon, right? Your next 50, your next summon where you will pull an S rank will 100% be like Miyabi. Now I did know that part, right? The part that I didn't know is like, let's say you pull Lycon on your, you failed your first 50-50, right? Dude, the game will go out of its way like, oh yeah, if you just summon another S rank, like no matter what in all the banners. Because I did that on, it was Yanagi or Lighter's banner before Miyabi, right? And I summoned and I got Collide, which is good because I had her signature W engine. And I was thinking, wow, this is just taking up space because I don't even have her. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care if agents don't have, like, their signature W engine doesn't work with them, which doesn't make any sense because you want to make it work with them, but whatever. I just really enjoy having them fit, having them have the W engine. Now, of course, I kind of changed my mind because I learned that if you attach a signature W engine to a agent, right, it will give them visual effects. The thing is, it's very small, which is okay. I guess that's one of my things I have to nitpick on. I did learn about this. Isn't the thing I learned. The thing I learned is that if you have the signature W engine, attach it to the agent that it goes with, right? Then they will get the visual change, and then you could just toggle it on and off, like, and then use any other W engine, so you don't have to use that signature W engine, which is good. That's good. But anyway, about the visuals, just like, can it be more visuals? Like, if you got the W engine, I want to be rewarded more for getting the W engine, since I, summoned for it. But because what I mean, as long as it doesn't take up to, like, Street Fighter V Pyron, that guy from Darkstalkers, Street Fighter V Pyron costume on Gil, my gosh, that's just seizure waiting to happen. Did you know that costume's banned in tournaments? Like, yeah, you would think a costume wouldn't be banned, but yeah, that costume is actually banned, and for good reason too. It's like a seizure waiting to happen. But yeah, I'm not asking for that level, right? But let's take Lycon, one of my favorite agents. Oh my gosh, I love him so much. I finally got his W engine, and I was so happy when I did because I really wanted it because Lycon's just one of my favorite characters in the game. Like, I love all those animations and his playstyle. Dude, he's really fun to play. And what I would do for him is just like, okay, the thing is, if you guys have seen Lycon, he has cybernetic legs. So what I would do for him, because the thing is, okay, right now, all he does is, like, if you use his special attack or ultimate, EX special, no, I think it works for special too, whatever, special attack or ultimate, right? His hair will glow blue. And I think it's just the tips of his hair, not all of his hair, right? Because he's not going Super Saiyan blue. It's like, okay, it's just, what I would do, especially for S ranks, if you want to do that for A ranks, like just their hair, the tips of the hair is like is minimal, that's fine, right? Still something. But for S ranks, in my opinion, you need to go like all out. They did so for Miyabi, which I'll say in a second. But for Lycon, what I would do, his hair could still go like blue or whatever, but his legs need to be like, I don't know, like glow up and frosty. The thing is, his legs do get frosty, but that's just like without the signature weapon. But I say make it even more frosty. You know what I mean? Because they did that for Miyabi, right? Where if you have her signature engine, her sword and the back of her hair ornament will glow, and her sword will just glow. Like, a big part of her, like, aesthetic, her sword will just glow. I think they should do that for all S ranks from now going forward, because, like I said, if you want to do it for A ranks, where that's the minimal thing, like, cause because it's A rank, but for S ranks, they need to be like out there, like Harumasa, right? I believe his hair just glows. I don't have his, by the way. I just saw like a video of it. How about his bow glows more and stuff? Like, you know what I mean? Like, can we Ellen's? I believe the red tips of her hair just glows. It's like, come on, guys. Can we not just have the hair glow? Can we just have some other things too? But anyway, that's like I said, that's just a nitpick. If they keep doing this for like okay, I see what they're doing. Maybe if they did it for big characters, like because Miyabi is kind of a big character. She's she's best of the best right now, and canonically, she is the strongest agent we have. And no, she is like a void hunter. Void hunters are basically like they could just solo a hollow, like a hollow. Hollows are the things that we fight in, right? She could just solo anything. She's just, all you gotta know is that she's strong, very very strong. No agent can take her, right? She is very strong. So I get why they did that. Like she's actually a big deal. So you know what? Sure, if they're just doing that for the S ranks that are big deals, okay. But like I said, this isn't gonna get me down. Like this is just an actual nitpick. I'm not really gonna cry myself to sleep knowing like devs go, gee, what is it like on cybernetic legs do frosty or whatever. I'm like, if they did this for all S ranks going forward, that's fine. I don't care. It's still nice that they did something at least. So that's good. And I do make it a habit of mine to get the battle pass on Zenless every time it opens because I just really want to support this game. I ain't gonna lie. And speaking of which, I like that this game is very, very generous with the summoning materials, polychromes as they call it. Thank gosh they are. And some other players might get on this video and be like, oh, what do you mean they're not generous? Okay, I think those are F2P players, right? Because I've seen it sometimes. It's like, okay, let me give you my own tip. That every tip, this is like every gacha veteran's advice, especially on Hoyoverse games. Learn when to just not summon. I know it's enticing to summon, but just learn when to. Especially if an F2P player, because like me, right? I knew Miyabi was coming in 1.4, so because the thing is, I did want Yanagi, right? But Yanagi, I did want her. I wanted King Ki. I learned my lesson at King Ki, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna say the thing is, I did get Jane. I did go all out with Jane, and thank God I got her. But still, like, I tried to learn my lesson of like, let's not summon. I got Caesar, right? I skipped Bernice. I skipped Lighter. I skipped Yanagi, and I'm not naming it in order, right? I'm just saying. But I saved up all that time just for Miyabi. That's like, if you're a truly F2P player, you need to learn to save, especially in a Hoyoverse game, where they tell you ahead of time, like, hey, these are the banners and stuff. I mean, shoot, at the end of the latest chapter, they just up and tease the like other characters that are coming, which is crazy, because like I've been saving up and I have a total of 128 summons ready. I am not kidding. I've just been farming and stuff. I've not been summoning, and the thing is, I'm probably gonna get more because I haven't farmed all the polychromes out of this patch. That's amazing. I've been in this patch for like days, and that's amazing because like I've been in this game for like days, and it's still like I still haven't farmed everything, every polychrome. Mainly that's just because me. When I do events, I don't do events for a while. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Well, okay. Let me rephrase that. I think I rephrased it correctly, but okay. I don't do events for like a while. Like, what I meant is because events last for days, right? And the thing is, I don't like getting like stopped. Like every time I want to do more of the event, like, oh wow, this event is really fun. Wait till the next day, and I know what they're trying to do. Actually, no, I take that back. I don't know what they're trying to do. Let me clear the event all at once. But if they want to do that, do that. So yeah, I go out of my way to just be like, oh, does this event like have 5 days left? Surely it can't be um still gatekeeping. You know what I mean? So yeah, I like to do events when they're in the later periods. That way you can just you know get all the rewards. That's just me. Like that Mangbu versus Ethereal event. I still haven't did that yet because I'm just waiting because I truly don't want to be gate creeped by But yeah, you gotta wait, bro. Not your turn, bro. Not today. But anyway, that's enough about Zenless. Let's go on to Wuthering Waves. I don't know how long this will be because like my relationship with Wuthering Waves is kind of I don't know iffy. Not that anything bad happened. It's just like I'm gonna be honest, everyone. I play Zenless a whole lot more than I play Wuthering, and that kind of gets on me because I'm like I could be because the thing is my characters are not as good as they are in Wuthering as in Zenless. For Zenless, I can say my characters are good and like powered up and stuff, like built, right? As for now, I can only say like a handful of my characters are built, and I need to farm so many summoning materials. I keep forgetting to do it, and the thing is, so far I want to wait on that Zani character. Um, she has this dragon horns because Withering just did the latest 2.0 patch, and I've been told that it's been a banger, like an actual banger. And I'm gonna be honest, I can't tell you crap about Woodward's story. I tried to get into it, and I read several of Laura's stories. I'm kind of into it, you know, the world and stuff. But I get mad every time this game cuts me out of summoning. I promise you, I believe. Oh my gosh, I believe Zenless blesses me more with summoning than Woodward. I got lucky when I got Chonkly. I think that's how you say her name in Wuthering, the fire chick. Chongli. I got lucky. Man, real lucky, because I wanted a short keeper because of her. Well, yeah, of course, how pretty she looked, but still, like, how powerful she was as a support, and I needed supports. Because right now, like, before Verena, I had, like, essentially no one. I only had Bai Shi, which was a 4-star resonator. I don't know, like, she's still 4-star. I could have had a 5-star support, but no, I get cooked. My friend gets short keeper. He's gonna burn HE double hockey sticks. You know I'm joking, dog. But I'm still like, gosh dang it. But yeah, I'm in the middle of like, I'm just trying. I'm in the middle of being like, okay, I want to try to finish everything in Zenless, right? And by everything, I mean all the events and stuff before it goes on to like the new characters. Which I'm gonna be honest, going back to Zenless, I'm gonna come back to Withering. Just wait. I want this. I sincerely want to summon for Ashra Yao, the singer, because she's a support. Like our first 5-star support, like S rank support. Wait, no, okay, wait, no, I take that back. No, that's not our first. Our first Ether support, S rank Ether support, and because the thing is, it's been a long time since Ether, the element Ether, got any love in Zenless. That's kind of why I'm gonna be honest. But I am willing to not summon for her if like her gameplay is just not that good. I mean, not gameplay, not gameplay. If she is not that good, because she is a support, and I have seen the leaks of how she. Yes, I am discussing leaks. You could just skip on ahead or whatever. Okay, yeah, we're good. Okay, I have seen the leaks of how she just like she will sing, and you could quick assist somebody else, and she's just in the background. She's invincible, right? But she's just there singing or whatever. And she's support. The thing is, I don't know. I don't understand her kit. Like all these translations coming out on Google Translate, I still don't understand her kit. Like, how does she buff me? And is she a must-have? Because if she's not a must-have, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. Because the thing is, do kind of like her, you know, design and stuff. But I'm an F2P player. Well, sort of. Because I do spend it on the battle pass, right? I'm not a dolphin, by the way. I don't buy the like summoner materials. Um, but well, kind of. I think I did at one point. I try not to. Let's say that. And like I do want to get it, but I'm also like, like I said, kind of an F2B player, kind of, where I'm just like, I really don't want to waste my pulls trying to get her if she's not like a must-have support. You know what I mean? Because I already have like Rena and stuff, and I know she's tied to electricity, but I guess it depends on. Yeah, I guess it depends on her utility. If she's a must-have for all teams, where she could just fit into all teams, then you know what? Sure, I'm gonna be honest, I'll get her. And then she's coming with Evelyn, which she seems fun, and which I can't wait to see the other members of her group, the Stars of Lyria, I believe that's what her name was, or Lyra. I don't know, Stars of something. I'm thinking of Grand Blue Fantasy. Stars of Lyra, because like it's a singer group, and Evelyn is her bodyguard slash manager. What? That confuses me. Hopefully, they're not the only two in the faction, right? You know what I mean? That just confuses me. Anyway, okay, okay. I don't want to talk about Zenless. I can't. I'm on Woodley. And like I said, I want to get my characters better at Woodley because I feel like I'm not up to par with like other players, like how good they are. And I'm not even talking about skill level. I'm talking about power level. That sounded ridiculous, didn't it? Power level. But yeah, in terms of power level. Like, the only one I could say is like my strongest is Shang Li. She got 17, over 1700 attack. And yeah, she's just my strongest. And I really wanted Kyle Charo to be good, but apparently, because I look it up, Wuthering Waves, the community has decided that like, yeah, he's not that good. I'm just like, gosh, because the thing is, I already invested too much into him, so I gotta do it, And yeah, I guess I want to try to make it work with Calchero, but thank God I just use Sean Lee most of the time. She's very fun to play, and I want to summon for this Carlotta chick, but I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, I'm saving myself. I'm saving myself for Zani because she looks really cool, and I don't know why her tacit mark is on her tongue. What's her ultimate gonna be looking like? Opening her mouth or whatever? Because ultimates in that game, they usually they close up to like the player's character's tacit mark, which is a black squiggly line that allows them to do these super like powerful things or whatever, right? As I understand it in the lore. So, is she just gonna open her mouth and stuff and eat the enemy? I don't understand. But yeah, it seems like there's a bit of, like I said, I can't really say anything about Wuthering Waves. It's like, because then, like, the two quote-unquote mobile games, right? Even though I do not play these games on my phone. I know, shocker. I played both of these games on my PC. I play Zenless and Wuthering Waves on my PC, and I play Zenless more because I love that game more. I check in that game daily. My gosh. And Wuthering Waves. The two phone games I have is Dokkan Battle and Last Claudia. Shout out Last Claudia. That's one of the greatest mobile games I have ever played in my life. Thank goodness. And the thing is, Last Claudia be having these collabs where I'm like, how do you even get these? Did you know they had a collab with Street Fighter? Like, and I got Ryu and Chun Li. I couldn't get Guile, even though I really don't want him. His gameplay is like, he's kind of. Speaking of which, like, yeah, his last Fighter gameplay, a trait of his is he'll literally just stand there, and he will like, oh my gosh, if an opponent hits him, he does this stupid thing. So he's literally a kind of perfect tank because he just stands there, waiting for the opponent, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, the definition of a zoner. But yeah, that just says to the commitment of the Last Claudia devs of how they are able to adapt these like different series. And they also collabed with Sonic the Hedgehog, Devil May Cry. One Piece. I almost said One Piece. They did not do that. I'm remembering Grand Blue Fantasy did that. They did not. I repeat again. They did not collaborate with One Piece. They what did I say? Collaborate? I said DMC, Bayonetta, Street Fighter, Sonic the Hedgehog, Overlord. I remember that Overlord, Star Ocean. I forgot which Star Ocean because I don't really like. I'm not really a fan of the Star Ocean games, so I can't. Well, I would say kind of. I will explain that. It was a Star Ocean. I don't know. I guess I can't name it, but it had Claude, or was it Clyde? No, it was Claude, and he has blonde hair and a red headband. And Reina, if any Star Ocean people know that, and they have those as units. I got Reina and I got Claude, mostly because I wanted Reina because like she is one of the best healers in the game. Like no lie. So I don't know anything about her series. All I knew is that she was literally one of the best healers in the game. So I really wanted her. What's another? Yeah, Overlord. I got Ainz and Albedo. That's that chick that's like Yandere over him. I'm trying to think of Valkyrie profile. I didn't get any characters from there. Because for these collabs where they just have characters I don't care about, I do not summon unless it's a must-have character. Um, you may be thinking, oh, do you have anything from Sonic? The thing is, none of them were must-have characters. Okay, wait. I take that back. I do not summon for anything unless it's a must-have character or I like the character. For example, I don't really care about Overlord, so... And I just saw that, oh, these guys were like... Because the thing is, they give you tickets before you summon, right? So I always use the tickets because, oh, okay, let me just get them. Like, if I get them, I get them. I don't, right? I got Albedo, so I was like, oh, okay. Then, I got Ainz all gone. So I said, oh, okay, sweet. Because the thing is, like I said, I don't watch Overlord, so I don't care. I'm not going to use my crystals to summon because I don't care. And they weren't must-have, so cool. And of course, I love Street Fighter. So of course, I went all in and only got like Ryu and Chun-Li, not Guile. I call that a win in my book. Screw your Guile, you zoner prick. You're even a zoner in a mobile game. How does that feel, you stupid prick? Gosh dang it. I tried my dangest for Sonic the Hedgehog. I tried. I didn't get none of them. I was so mad, bro. I was so mad. I tried my dangest for Sonic. I wanted Sonic so bad, man. It sucked. And especially during these collabs, they play the theme song. Every day with the Sonic collab it felt really good. Especially when they play that the Sonic theme song, I like to call it. Rolling around at the speed of sound. You know the song. And oh my gosh, every time. It was so good. And what was another one? And DMC and Bayonetta. I accidentally got Bayonetta, I believe, because tickets, remember, and I don't... It's like, okay, I heard of it, and I tried playing it. I just stopped. Not that I found a board or whatever, I just played it and then just stopped and gone into other things. So I got Bayonetta, cool. And of course, I love DMC. I love DMC. So I got Dante, Nero, and Virgil. And it's so ironic, right? Because Virgil is one of the powerfulest characters in the game. Not to this day, right? But because he got power creep by numbers, because newer units do bigger numbers because they keep upping the damage cap, which is like, devs, please stop. You're making, all the units redundant. But yeah, at the time, Virgil was like the strongest, right? But because it's ironic, because he was part of the second DMC collab, Virgil, right? He wasn't released at first. They did two, right? The first one, yeah, it was because it's based off of DMC5, by the way. Dante, Nero, and V. I got V too. I just remembered I got V. So, yeah, I got all of them and stuff. And for the second collab, they released Virgil and it was Nero, but in his DMC4. Like, why didn't they just do Lady or Trish? Like, why did they do Nero? I don't understand, but whatever. Yeah, I got Virgil. I was so happy. And because, like I said, it's ironic because Dante is one of the weakest characters of the... He sucks. I'm sorry, Dante bros, but, like, because the thing is, it's Dante. The devs need to do something to buff him, but it still sucks. But, yeah. I'm gonna stop rambling about Last Gladiator now. It's, I just love that game so much. Don't worry, I'm not gonna ramble about Dokkan Battle. Number 3. Games. I guess this is just like the game section, and I'm supposed to talk about what's in this column right here. Tekken 8 Clive. All I can say is one of the best guest characters coming to Tekken. That's just my opinion, and I understand that because he is so fun to play. He is so fun to play. I was not around for when Noctis came around to Tekken 7, right? I didn't play him at all, but people said that he's just a better and flashier Noctis. Okay, cool, that's fine by me. I kind of liked FF15, but although I need to give that game a revisit because I watched way more reviews and people just mixed, right? So I want to form my own opinion. I need to give that game like a second try. So, so I still like Noctis, but like, yeah, I get it. Yeah, Tekken 8 5. I get that there's some like let's say differing opinions about if he is in if he like differing opinions about him being in Tekken, right? I seen some takes saying like he's more of a Soul Calibur like character. First of all, you people don't play Soul Calibur. Like I just gotta say that Soul Calibur would still be around if all these people complaining about him being in Soul Calibur played Soul Calibur. These people don't play Soul Calibur, right? Because like Soul Calibur failed, which I wanted to see. Soul Calibur sounds cool, Tekken but with swords and stuff, and the game system was changed. The only thing, I think I said this on like one of my other list talks, was like, can we give Soul Calibur a combo system and I know what I'm doing? I don't know how to launch people in that game. I don't know what combos are like in that game. I look at tournaments, but I just don't understand how people do that. It's like when they have lightning on their body, combo them or whatever, but like I said, I don't understand. What's another one? What's another take? Oh yeah. It is still the same take, right? But I saw somebody have a brilliant answer to that. It's like, it doesn't belong in Tekken or whatever. This is like, he's like, doesn't make sense. It's like, yes, the two bears fighting. A super spy with a sword and a gun who's teleporting over the place, like a ninja, Raven. Another ninja, or a ninja samurai, I don't know what Yoshimitsu is, no one knows. A cybernetic soldier, well, Brian's not really a soldier, a cybernetic psychopath, Brian, and like, I don't know, the Mishima Saga, the main point of Tekken, the main story, being involved, even having a plot point involving the devil gene, allowing our characters to transform like Super Saiyans into like the devil and fight each other. I don't know, when Jin slammed Kazuya through a building and stuff. I don't know, when Jin and Kazuya went up into space and stuff and fought as like an angel versus devil. Yeah, Clive definitely doesn't belong in Tekken. But yeah, and then another take I agreed with was like, he was being sympathetic and I agree. He was like, I get that people wanted Tifa. I ain't gonna lie, I want Tifa, and we probably will. I will get to that. But he said it's nice that FF7 isn't the one to get represented because it gets so much representation in other games, and this I 100% agree with. I love Final Fantasy to death. I love it so much. It's one of my top 3 favorite video game franchises, right? But oh my gosh, can we stop treating Final Fantasy VII like the freaking best child ever in the franchise? It's just one of the best, right? And that's fine. And if you like Final Fantasy VII better than all the rest, that's fine. If you like FF8 better than the rest, that's fine. It doesn't matter who's the best, right? It doesn't matter to me. Can we just do like something that's new? Why is Final Fantasy the only character? Not Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy FF7, the only representation, the only one to represent in other games, or even if it's in its own media. You know how I said I play mobile games? Yeah, I used to play this mobile game, one of my favorite mobile games of all time. Oh wait a minute, I just remember the thing I was talking about, Star Ocean. Before I get to DFFOO. I played this game called Star Ocean Animesis or whatever. That is my number one, or at least top 3. I don't really like ordering, ordering them in terms of importance. Top 3 favorite mobile games of all time. And I don't even understand the Star Ocean series. I don't get anything about the world. I don't care. You wanna know why? It's that gameplay. That gameplay of Star Ocean Animesis or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce the name. You could just look it up. Oh my gosh. And it had co-op and multiplayer too. Bro. I loved that game to death. But another game I'm about to say here, it got shut down. I don't know why, but it did. And the thing is, I wish it would make a comeback, or some game developer steals a gameplay formula like it, because that's one of my favorite games of all time. Like, actually, well, mobile games, right? Actually, one of my favorite mobile games of all time. Because the thing is, there's no precedent for a mobile game coming back. Like, people who talk about Naruto Storm Blazing. No, it's not Storm Blazing. Ultimate Ninja Blazing or whatever, something like that. Naruto, it was a mobile game. I used to play it. It got shut down too, and people want it to come back. Like, yeah, that's fine. That's fine too. I enjoyed playing it. That was cool. But people being like, because they have mad co-op and stuff. But we're not gonna talk about that. But yeah, I wish that someone adapted the gameplay to Star Ocean badly, bro. That gameplay in that game is immaculate. That mobile game, oh my gosh. And another game that got shut down that filled me with so much despair. DFFOO, or it has, aka the City of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. Now, I'm not gonna talk about, okay, I'm gonna say one thing about the game, then I'll move on to what my main point here is. Dissidia? FFOO? You know these gacha games, right? You have to have sub materials or whatever. That game is the most generous gacha game I have ever seen in my life. I have never seen any other game come close to how generous it gives you with summoning materials with a DFOO. I have never seen that. Never. Oh my gosh. That game is so generous with the summoning materials, bro. It makes me so happy just thinking about it now. How I had, like, when I summoned for, like, you don't summon for a character, like a Final Fantasy character, by the way, you summon for their weapons, which because the thing is, you get the character by doing events, then they just join you, right? But if you get their weapons before they join you, then they just join you. Like, for example, you get Cloud's, Buster Sword, right? Like, let's say if you don't have Cloud, which is impossible, because Cloud is a starter character, you automatically start with him. But let's say you didn't, right? Yeah, he'll just say, oh, thanks for keeping my sword warm for me, I'll join you. You know what I mean? So you summon for their weapons. So when I summon for every character's weapon, not every character, but let's say, Vaughn, right? Let's say Vaughn. When I summon for his, like, weapons and stuff, I could just build him out just by summoning, and still have some left over for the next banner. That is crazy. And then with a good pity system, plus the thing where it says, oh, if you summon like 10 start, like, no, sorry, if you summon multi-summon, which is 10, right? They said, oh, you're just gonna get, by the way, you will get a 5-star. It's guaranteed 5-star on every multi-summon. And then with the generous materials, I have never spent a dime on that game, by the way. Never. With those generous summoning materials it gives you, oh my gosh, that game is one of the generous games mobile gacha games I have ever seen in my life. This is so generous. I wonder how they made revenue if they just give all these crystals away and stuff. Gosh dang. But anyway, on to my main point, right? Okay. The City of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, I did not understand the story. Well, I guess I just didn't pay attention to it. Basically, okay, I guess it doesn't matter. I don't need to tell you the story, right? But at some point, you're gonna run out of Final Fantasy characters to include in this gacha game, right? So yeah, they're starting to, they were starting to scrape the barrel of Final Fantasy characters to include. So you know what they did? They included so much of Final Fantasy VII characters. I think I'm gonna try to name some off the top of my head, alright? Oh, wait, before I do, I think there's a meme of this one chick from Final Fantasy X. They wanted that in there. I think it was Rika? No, was it Rika? It was like, it was like one of Yuna's friends. I think, yeah, it was Rika. People wanted Rika. They would not add Rika. I don't know what a reason. Does Square Enix not own Final Fantasy? Did they not own Rika? Does DC own Rika? Like, you know what I mean? But anyway, I could think of Cloud. Okay, the original FF7 gang, right? Cloud, Tifa, Barrett. Let's see, Barrett, Yuffie, Sid, Red 13, Vincent, the cat. I've got his name. The cat. Kate Sith, right? Kate Sith. Can't think of any other Final Fantasy VII characters in the main gang. Other than that, so we move on to Crisis Core. We have Zack. Zack. Oh yeah, Aerith. By the way, I forgot about Aerith. I can't believe that. Zack. Okay, and Sephiroth. Zack, Sephiroth. What's another? She's. I don't think I'm saying her name right. Yeah, she was part of the Turks. Speaking of the Turks, oh my gosh. Runo. I don't know what it's called. There's Rude and the other guy, the guy with that lightning baton, right? Then they had the girl, right? That you meet in remake and well, Rebirth, whatever the second FF7 remake is. I think it's Rebirth, but I think I'm getting in my head Giselle. I don't think that's her name though, because every time I think of Giselle, I'm thinking of the K-pop singer I listen to. So I don't think that's her name. All I know is she had brown hair, right? So yeah, she was a Turk. What's another one? They had Whis, Sephiroth, and I think his name, it was Zack's mentor's Genesis? I don't think that's his name. I don't think. But anyway, yeah, they had Zack's mentor or whatever. And I bet they were going to get Genesis at like some point. Because I'm thinking of Zack's mentor and like the red code guy. I'm mixing the names around, but yeah, that's so many Final Fantasy VII characters for no reason. When other games needed to be represented, I don't know, in their own Final Fantasy crossover game. One point that I wanted, I saw a really Reddit thread that how they could do it was, you know, Final Fantasy is the first game that started all this, right? Why is there only one character from Final Fantasy? And the thing is, like, he said it's understandable since they weren't really characters, they were just CACs, you know, created character. And the ones that is shown often when they try to depict Final Fantasy 1 is the warrior's name being Warrior of Light, and he usually takes on the fighter class, right? So he said, why not just do that for the rest of his party members, like the Red Light or Mage Roll? I know that sounds like Wol, because people call him Wol for short, Warrior of Light, WOL. How about Mol, MOL, Monk of Light or something? You know what I mean? Like, we could have had at least, because the thing is, we only have 2 Final Fantasy 1 reps, Wall and Garland. And it's like, yeah, just do what the Redipose did, where you just summon various classes, right? But has a light, Fighter of Light, Mage of Light, Red Mage of Light, White Mage of Light, Black Mage of Light. You know, I could go on and on about the freaking classes of Final Fantasy, right? You could just, like, yeah, they'd be, because, yeah, I really wanted more Final Fantasy 1 rep. But yeah, my main point is that it's like, oh my goodness, FF7 gets so much representation with its siblings not being able to eat at all. It's like that Family Guy cutaway where that fat guy's eating, and he's too dang big to eat all that food, with his like starving, skinny Ariana Grande body type family. And I'm not saying that out of malice. Ariana Grande, if you somehow listen to this, please get some food. Like, I love your music, and I loved you on Victorious. Could you please, like, I really want you to be around for a long time. Please eat a sandwich or something. But anywho, yeah, speaking of which, I just got reminded myself, because the thing is, the developers have confirmed that, oh yeah, why is everyone, like, just thinking that, oh, this is the only Final Fantasy character? They said, like, hey, if Tekken wants any more Final Fantasy characters, they said, yeah, go for it. So, hey, I'm gonna be honest, maybe season 3 or 4 we could see Tifa. I'm gonna be completely honest. That's what I think. Because we already know season 2, character 1 is gonna be Anna. Which, okay, fine. Fine, you gotta get it out of the way. Because the thing is, what I want for season 2, I want it to be completely legacy characters. No guest characters at all. Completely legacy characters. Actually, I take that back. If I have my dream season, I want 2 new characters, or at least 1 new character, at least 1, and 3 legacy characters. That's all I want. It could be any legacy characters, that's fine. But yeah, that's all I want. I understand that people don't like taking it Clive, to everyone's their own opinion. I have not played Final Fantasy 16. I think I'm just gonna watch a walkthrough of it, because I heard Max's opinion, whereas like he's mixed, like the game is fine. Because the Final Fantasy, we're mainly talking about the story, right? You know, the story is the most important thing. He said it's fine, right? But Clive is the best part of 16. And so you know what? Yeah, you from Tekken devs, from J-Man Major 12, you get a thumbs up from me. I think this is a great choice. I kind of agree that from a consumer's perspective, it would have been great to have Tifa better, like, over than Clive, but you know what? I'm happy either way. I'm happy either way. If you did Clive or Tifa, hey, like I just said, they might do it season 3 or 4, since everyone wants Tifa, and you know dang well they might include her summer outfit from the remakes in this game. You know dang well. Anyway, SF6. So, SF6, what can I talk about it? I guess I'm getting back to the swing of things. You saw my previous video. Gosh dang it. Why are people like this in Platinum? I don't know the order system, but doesn't it go Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Diamond? Like, why is everyone like this word just... Yeah, my best defense is just to get up and mash. It's like, oh my gosh, is this me? Is it because I'm trash? Is just getting people down to my skill? Because it ain't working. It truly ain't working. Well, actually, it kind of is working, because these random DIs, my gosh. Oh my gosh, why? I will never understand it, why. I will never understand you people. You people is just insane to me. Insane. But, I'm looking forward to my... Like, okay. Whoever made that Season 2 teaser... Not teaser picture, but, like, timeline, right? They need to, like... They needed to do better, I'm gonna be honest, because... It had me thinking Elena was coming next, but then... I was watching Max streaming, right? He got confused too, but then we actually read it. It was like, oh, Mai is coming next. Because I thought Elena was coming next, as anyone would do. And that's been confirmed by they just put like the World Tour cutscene teaser on the trailer and stuff. It's just like, man, yeah, whoever did the thing that you don't need to be fired, you just need to be taught a lesson. Like, just don't do that again. Put in number of order who's coming. It's that simple. That's why everyone was confused, because that's how you did it. And speaking of like DLC passes or whatever, did you guys hear that Steam thing where it was like, hey, if you promise a season pass, you gotta say what's in it. Well, kind of what's in it. You know what I mean? Kind of. Like for example, I'm gonna make a Steam pass. Let's say I own a fighting game, and I'm gonna make a season pass. You get the season pass. But you don't know what's coming in the season pass, right? Now, that kind of is a problem, because, like, what if I charge you $50, and it's not worth it to you? Let's say you don't like any of the characters. Too late, I took your money, you can't refund it. It's been, like, months, because, you know, I worked on the characters. It's been months, you can't take it back now. But now Steam, in which all developers have to do it if they want to sell on Steam, because you're getting rid of the PC gaming, like, it's not... You still need that money from PC gaming, right? So like, so they are going to comply. Where, let's say now, if I make the season pass, because the thing is, they did say you don't have to reveal it, because that would just take the hype away. You know, like imagine if we got the hype right now from taking a season pass, because Steam said you are going to reveal everything right now. What they are getting, like everything, little detail. Imagine if the hype would have died down and it was like Eddie, Lydia, Heihachi, Clive. There's just been no hype around it. It was so hype seeing Clive and Heihachi and all the other characters. You know what I mean? It was so hype for people to see like Eddie's teaser Like people who didn't think Eddie, and God bless his soul, Kenny, you got Eddie. But yeah, it was so hype for those people who were like, oh, Eddie's not in it, and now he's in it, right? It was kind of hype. But yeah, you don't. They did say that like, hey, you don't need to say like what is coming in there, what kind of, you know. They said you don't have to say what character, like I said, for an example, is you have my season pass. I can say you are going to get 5 characters, 2 stages, and I don't know, the music player, whatever. You know what I mean? I can say that, but before, I can say like, oh, you're just gonna get the season pass. You know what I mean? That's how it was before. So yeah, and I did see this tweet. It was like fighting game publishers on Suicide Watch. But yeah, he did resend the tweet being like, oh, I finally actually read it, right? Because that's what everyone did think, right? They did think that, oh, fighting game pass is about to be less hype now because you got to reveal, but you know, people like started to read actually and said, oh, okay, they could still be like, they could still like not show everything, but they do have to tell you what's coming in there, you know, and that's fair. Because the thing is, Tekken is a big gaming franchise, but the thing is, people say that this thing all started with Tekken's thing because if I have a season, because the thing is, everyone expected the new stage that came with Heihachi to be included in the season pass, right? But and also screw you, Bandai, because it's not a season pass, guys. By the way, it's a character pass. So actually, screw you. Like, yeah, legally and technically, we did not get a season pass. We got a character pass. We are going to get every character. That, like, actually, screw you if you think I'm paying money for a stage. And like Max said, I fully agree with, Tekken has like these walls and stuff. Like, these maps are part of the gameplay. It's not pay to win, mind you, right? But these maps are part of the gameplay. Every map on Tekken is part of the gameplay. This isn't like Street Fighter where maps just do not matter. It does not matter. Where you could literally, in that training stage, play on like the blankest of blanks stage or whatever. It does not matter. No, Tekken, all of Tekken's map matter. Every floor blast, every wall combo matters and stuff. You'd just be scummy like that and take it away and be like, well, technically, we didn't sell you a character pass. It's like, oh my gosh, screw off. Like, actually screw off. But, like, people did say they think that this happened because of Tekken, right? And the thing is, yeah, I don't know about that, I'm gonna be honest. Because Tekken is, like I said, is one of the biggest franchises known, fighting game franchises known. It's like the big 3, Street Fighter, Tekken, Mortal Kombat, in my opinion. But what is known, even across casuals with people who don't play fighting games, right? Like Tekken, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat there. But I don't, that's the thing, it's just, I know it's big, but like, I don't know, it's just, I don't know if that was the reason. If it is, I can buy it, actually, because this did cause, like, a lot of trouble for Bandai and stuff. So, yeah, and thank God they learned their lesson, because Clive's stage came with it, but best believe Bandai would have caught a lot of flack if that stage did not come with Clive. They learned their lesson, they weren't doing that again. It was so funny seeing that thing pop up and say, like, included in the past. But anyway, back to SF6. Yeah, that guy needed to, like, realign it, because I don't know why you would do it like that. I truly don't know why you do it like that. It was just, it makes no sense to me. How you just like, oh yeah, Elena's coming next, but no, not really, Maya's. You know, like, why not have the Fatal Fury characters, like, these same side characters? SNK characters, side to side. You know what I mean? So, I guess it depends on if Maya is fun. I guess I'm still gonna make a video on her regardless, you know, but still, I can only pray that she is fun as Terry. Terry is so fun. I don't know how people, it's been months since she was released, and that one Bison can wrap his stupid little brain, his stupid little head on, like, hey, maybe I should block high. You know, it's an overhead, and this isn't fighters where I could just vanish, which I am working on my habit. This, fighters gave me PTSD, where I'm just like, in every fighting game, it's like, oh, I can't punish this guy, right, because he's gonna vanish. So yeah, that's just my issue. I'm trying to take care of it. By the way, I'm joking, it's not actual PTSD, I'm just saying it gave me a bad habit in fighting games. But anyway, SF6, I'm enjoying it. I want to get better at Manon, and I'm gonna try to abuse her MK because it does go pretty far. I don't know her low MK, but I know her standing MK goes far. And please, for the next season pass, can I have some new characters? Like, like I said, I want, since they keep doing 4 characters, 2 legacy, 2 new. Boom. You know what I mean? But anywho, one more thing before I get off of SF6, which is just, what? Because the thing is, they mentioned more guest characters or whatever, like Mortal Kombat, right? And they said, oh, we'd be open, essentially, right? We'd be open to that. And I agree, but don't do Mortal Kombat only because the fans of MK are kind of stupid. Like, because the thing is, I'm fine with a toned down Mortal Kombat. In fact, I think that's what we kind of need, man. These fatalities, like, and I know Mortal Kombat is that F the entertainment thing, but lately they're not effing the entertainment, right? Like, they're not saying F it to the entertainment, you know what I mean? So I think it's fair if we tone down some things, you know? So tone down the violence if they come to Street Fighter. I don't need to see fatalities and stuff. I'm fine with that. It's just like, I seen this YouTube video of like Dorgy's Arcade. Like, really good YouTuber. I love his builder rosters. Speaking of which, before I speak more on him, his builder roster where he's like, his latest one, the X-Men one. Okay, that's cool, but he said one about his Marvel vs. Capcom 4 roster. He says he needed to do it. I disagree, dog. I think that's perfect. I seen some rosters of MVC4. Dorgy's is probably the only one I kind of agree with because Max's, I'm going to be honest, in my opinion, you are not cooking. Miles Morales has his own character. First of all, I can't say much about Comic Miles, because I have seen some of the comics and some of the, like, and some opinions, and I kind of agree with them where he's just Black Peter. Even though in the movies, he's not Black Peter. He actually is Miles Morales. He's not Black Peter, but no, in the comics, he's Black Peter, which sucks. But, and they're giving Miles all his powers and stuff. It's like, man, can we stop with that? But anyway, I like movie Miles, but so no hate to Miles, right? But in all of these Marvel characters, right? You need to like get some other characters. You need to get all the characters and stuff. And then I think you put Dr. Octopus on there. I was like, no. So I just overall disagreed, at least with his Marvel side, right? But yeah, the main reason I like Dorgy's roster is because like it's something new and stuff. He said like between both sides it'd be 12 returning and 12 new, and he meant 12 new as in they have not been in MVC before. You know what I mean? Like at all. So that's why I really appreciate his roster and his idea of MVC 4. So if he remakes it, I'll check it out. But I don't know. But speaking of which, he did a video of build a roster on Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter, and his idea is like, oh, what about the gore? He said like it would be toned down and stuff, but there'd be no fatalities. I think he said it'd be toned down, but he said no fatalities, and you would get the finishers like it off a specific super move. Like he said, let's say if you do a Hadouken, a super Hadouken with Ryu, right? You said it would cut to a cutscene where it would just do an Ultra One and evaporate you, right? And he said for Chun-Li's multi-kicking super, like she's just kicking you all over the place, the last hit, if you were low, would just knock your head off. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know why people want that. Not for the violence and gore, it's just, I believe that if you are like kind of a gory franchise or whatever, or stuff, you could probably stay in your own lane. So I kind of believe that about Mortal Kombat. I don't want them crossover. Like I understand the reason for crossover. It's the biggest Eastern and Western crossover, right? But no, you know who I think Mortal Kombat should crossover with? I'll give you a hint. it's a game that it's a IP that Microsoft refuses to do anything with. Actually, wait, no, that's not really much of a hint. That's just like 99% of Microsoft's IPs. Um, Killer Instinct. That's right. I want a Mortal Kombat X Killer Instinct game because they're in the same level. And the thing is, you could take that idea where it's just like the finishers do the move. Shoot, Killer Instinct has that with the ultimates, and they look pretty cool. And Max said it himself, like one of his when he was like rating them, it's like the implication. No, Dennis, the implication is kind of like really good and better than just ripping them apart, right? Like Saber Wolf, I think that's his name, the Wolf. Because like, of course, his ultimate or quote unquote his fatality is just slashing you all over, right? And then his final big slash where you're just laying on the ground and stuff. It's like, yeah, the implication is greater than that, you know? But yeah, by the way, speaking of Thorgy, like, you know, when I did the MVC, talked about MVC, next topic is MVCI Beyond. What can I say about this? Max's love letter to MVCI, and I'm very glad I played it. Not for long, because I'm gonna be honest, I really want someone to fight against. I truly want someone to fight against. I just want someone to fight against. I've been trying to learn Chris and Winter Soldier. I've just been practicing, but like, I just really want someone to fight against. I probably need to get like in a Discord or something, but yeah. What can I say, Max? I'm very proud of you. You did it. Like, I hope you live in the dream and stuff, because he did say like this was taking away his time and stuff. So I wanted him to finish it as fast as possible, and thank God, so he can just be happy. I just want him to be happy, man. He deserves it. I just want him to be happy and like be with his family and play games, you know, his job. So you know what? Thank God it's finished, and I think they did a wonderful job. So that's all I could say. I just want somebody to play with on MVCI Beyond. I can't really say much about the game. I don't really play it. Marvel Rivals. Next topic. Oh my gosh. How can you just walk in the video game industry and just do everything right? Oh, I know. By listening to fans and giving them what they want. Like, how do you do this? And then, oh my gosh, this game is such a blast to play, man. Now, I will say, I don't have any grievances yet. I guess it's the people. It's the people that don't want to be support or tank. They all want to be duelists. That's why I suggested, I think in my last Rivals videos, like, just have role limits where only 3 people could be a role. You know, only 3 strategists, only 3 DPS, only 3 tanks, and we'd be Gucci. Because, like, it makes me kind of mad that, that people just don't know common sense. Like, just take one for the team. You don't always have to be duelists and stuff. And the thing is, thank God there are deserter penalties, because we all know, Lord knows what would happen. It'd just be turned to for honor again, where everyone's leaving because they didn't get the characters they want. Thank God. That's why during that streamer event, where if you caught a streamer, you just get any free skin, any skin for free in the game. Like, if you do that, they need to do that every year for Christmas, by the way. Like, in the winter season for Christmas. They need to do that every year. But, yeah. I think that's really cool. The designs. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. These designs are so cool. I think, like, I don't have any problem with any design. I see some people saying, like, ooh, ew, to Wolverine's design. I don't see it. But, like, because we all have our own opinions. I just don't see it. I kind of like the design, but even then, I was watching this one person, I don't know what the person was, it's like, maybe that's their plan, where they make it like that, right? If people don't agree, guess what? We have a Deadpool Wolverine skin, the classic quote-unquote skin, even though they're gonna add the classic skin at some point, they have to. If they have Psylocke's classic skin, then they sure as heck is gonna get Wolverine's classic skin, like his actual classic skin. Team-ups, by the way. Can we not do a season bonus, man? And people might say, oh, what about people who depend on that for the damage? Oh, wait, maybe you should buff them up, you know what I mean? Like, just up the damage, so it's like now, you know what I mean? Because, like, as of right now, if they did that, if they didn't do that for Hela, like they removed the season bonus from her, like you had to be Thor or Loki to get her damage. You know, fine, whatever. But like, as it is now, Hela, people are banning Hela, Hawkeye, and those are the two that are just constantly keep getting banned. It's so funny. It's so funny. And isn't it so funny that like everyone thought that Widow would be a problem, but it was Hawkeye that was the problem. You know, the Hanzo of the game versus the Widowmaker. That's just so funny. And I can't wait for Fantastic Four coming because everyone has. Oh my gosh. Overwatch deserves its failure. Like honestly, I can't believe Blizzard like fumbled the bag. Because they're gonna release 4 heroes in season 1. How? Because the thing is, I was talking to my friend about this, right? And he said like, oh. Because the thing is, I was trying to be like realistically. Well, it is reality, and reality is they're gonna release 4 heroes. So, I was trying to think of the workers as like how much it goes to the game development, right? I guess I was wrong because they just said, oh yeah, in the first season we're just gonna like release 4 heroes. And keep in mind and remember everyone that they confirmed, and this was a baller mood when they confirmed the last hero. Well, when they confirmed it in the trailer. I don't think it was the last hero, but it was like, hey, all heroes from now on are unlocked and free to play. Bro, how? How are you guys this good? Oh my gosh, I'm convinced that NetEase just said, hey, Disney or Marvel, screw off and let us make the game, because ain't no way Disney would fall back on these decisions, man. That's why I'm convinced, especially with these designs, how the characters look, I don't know, appealing and stuff. I bet Disney would have just, I don't know, uglyified everyone. You know what I mean? Because the art style is really cool. The only buff I can think to give is Wolverine. It's like, can we please up his hitbox on his lunge? It makes no sense if someone's in front of him and he doesn't lunge at them and grab them. It makes no sense. Absolutely doesn't. And my friend be saying, oh, I just like, he be trying to lunge after Iron Man and he gets him, but no, he goes straight through him for some reason. It's like, what? You know what I mean? So yeah, we need to do something about Wolverine's lunge. And also probably make him into a Vanguard, because that's what everyone was saying. I agree with everyone right there. That'd be cool. I can't think of anything else about Marvel Rivals. Actually no, because the thing is, okay, in that teaser picture of the FF, right? They said like, everyone's thinking that's a new map, right? I can't see it, but like, it is season 1, so if it comes with a new map, that'd be cool. But yeah. So if I had to get, because the thing is, I already seen the leaks, right? It's about to come out. It doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna. If I spoiled you from revealing a class, then just screw off. All I can say is that. So Mr. Fantastic is gonna be a duelist. When the thing is, I'm pretty sure everyone was with me when we were on Thing and Fantastic. We're gonna be Vanguards, you know, tanks, and Human Torch was gonna be a duelist, and Sue was gonna be a strategist. But now the leak was like Reed is gonna be a duelist, which, okay, sure, I could see that, but like, why? Like, the only way I can see is Reed as being a strategist or a tank, because you know Reed can whip up things like, I don't know, protect people with his hand or grab. He'd be like the Life Weaver of if he was a strategist, where, oh yeah, my teammate's in danger, let me just stretch my hand and like put him in safety. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know about the other heroes classes. I just know about Reed's. But like, yeah, I don't understand. But all I know is the Thing's ultimate voice line. Boy, if it's not its clobbering time, it would have been the biggest bag fumble I've ever seen. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's why I guess that's all I gotta say about my Rivals. I've been loving it. I hope to make it to Diamond, and that'd be cool. I really wish that people knew what they were doing when they were playing Rocket. Oh wait, another. Okay, yeah, because PSA, like I said, put the beacon down when you're not running to a point or anything, so everyone gets armor. You know, it's the little things that help, and jump packs or whatever. Anywho, what was I gonna say? Cloak and Dagger, no problem so far. A quality of life for me is that not cloak, dagger needs a toggle. Because the thing is, I thought if when her daggers hits the enemies, it heals like your allies around them. Let's say if, like you're trying to support the Wolverine, right? Because the thing is, it toggles on and off about the enemy and ally, right? And I understand you can't control it, that's fine. But how about a thing that aims it, like, let's say you press a button and your knives will, your daggers, should I say, will only target allies, while you can switch it off and it would be like mixed, then it would switch it like to the other side and be like, okay, I will only target enemies, because her things don't heal if it hits an enemy. At least not what I've seen, man, because I thought it did, but no, it doesn't. So, because the thing is, I mostly want to heal with dagger. I have like cloak for the auto lock on suck. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's just me. I want a toggle for dagger to just hit mixed allies or enemies. There. I guess that's all I gotta say for Marvel Rivals. But before I go, I want to try to add a fun segment to all these like Let's Talks. And the fun segment I choose is like games I would make. I have like three of them. So, have any of you heard of this game called Fusion Fall? Probably not, because I was a kid when it was growing up and I saw that. I never got to play it because I didn't have a computer that could support it, but gosh dang it, I wanted it. Mostly because they took the Cartoon Network characters and anime-fied with it, and oh my gosh, it looks so good. It looks so good. So, what I want is kind of... Okay, I want 2 games in the Fusion Fall universe, kind of. Because Fusion Fall is just something that did my heart, man. Cartoon Network, y'all ain't make enough games it is. Like, if I had a gaming studio, I would try to contact Cartoon Network and be like, hey, let me make this game, you know what I mean? That's what I would. But then, I don't see any Cartoon Network games. So, a Fusion Fall fighting game, where... Because the thing is I say Fusion Fall fighting game is like... Because the story of Fusion Fall is this whole planet, yes, a planet, it's like Unicron, where they want to, the planet wants to consume other planets, basically. You know, it's evil, it just wants to consume other planets, right? And it's very sticky and gooey, so it literally bumps into the planet, you know, destroying it, but like, because it's dragging it along with it. So yeah, it's very bad if it goes to your planet. And I just loved that this world, now, far be it from me, because none of these Cartoon Network worlds could live together in like harmony, because like how is Jack here? And then you have Dexter and the same thing. That could be like, oh, let me just send you back to your time, Jack. And the thing is, nobody's really thinking about that. Everyone's just thinking about, wow, fan service, you know what I mean? That's the story, the main reason I gave you the gist of Lord Fuse, right? That the whole planet entity, and that picture always scares me, because okay, in the story of Fusion Fall at the beginning, you get sent back to the past to prevent Fuse, and a cool detail in the MMO, right, is that you could look up and see Fuse's planet, and it's kind of far, right? It is far, because it's not like, that's good, it's far, but his forces are still on the planet, you're still fighting him, right? Cool. But in the future, right, one picture that will always scare me, or not scare me, kind of, but like, makes me feel uneasy, right, is Fuse. Fuse's planet is really close in the future, because the future, like, kind of sucks. It's just, that's why you get sent back to the past. You know, X-Men Days of Future Past or whatever, you know what I mean? So, yeah, the future... Fuse is, like, really close, and that really uneases me, you know, man? If anyone can relate, you can shout out, but, like, in the comments, but that makes me feel uneasy, like... Because I'm just imagining how, in that situation, it'd be so scary, you know, man? It'd be so scary. Like, that's just why it uneases me. Like, oh my gosh, this world and stuff. Now, the reason I told you the story is because I wanted to... I know, I don't really like retcons, but retcon the story, kind of, because I wanted to make a fan service fighting game for Cartoon Network characters. And no, it would not be a platform fighter. I'm not really a fan of platform fighters. I'm not really a fan of it. So, Fusion Fall would, like how I would, because the thing is, the way I would retcon it is like, all the Cartoon Network characters that are in the game are summoned to this, like, I would make it Marvel's Battle Worlds, I think that was called, where it was like, pick pieces of universes together on one giant map, right? And Lord Fuse says, fight each other. That's basically just of it. Like, if I had an afternoon, I could work out a story, but he's just that powerful. He's not some entity. He just, like, wants to see, like, them fight or whatever, like, in a tournament. That's all. But he's not this being of whatever that's like a planet, like an actual planet anymore. He's just like a being that says, hey, you fight a tournament or whatever. I'll grant your wish. And undo everything back together. That's just me. That's how I would like make a Fusion Fall fighting game. It could probably not have him at all. But you know what? I would include him as a DLC fighter, like to get people talking about Fusion Fall. Like if I had a Cartoon Network fighting game. I think I wanted more 2D or arena like, because if we did arena, I'm gonna be honest, I want to make a breakthrough in the arena fighting game genre. People don't like take it seriously as much because most of the games we have now, they're not, well, first of all, we don't take these things seriously, like these games seriously. That's my bad. I didn't mean to use that in terms of like words, first phrase words like that. What I meant is like, people don't look at it the same way they look at Street Fighter. People interested in fighting games. I'm talking about purely FGC, right? I'm not talking about casuals looking on for tournaments or whatever. Like people in the FGC, right? How people in tournaments, because I know people look at Street Fighter tournaments. I know people look at Tekken tournaments. You know what tournaments I don't know people look at? I mean I know what people don't look at. Any arena fighter games. I could be wrong about Sparking Zero, but even then, competitive Sparking Zero is just boring to look at. It's so boring. And don't get it twisted. That game is amazing, and that recent patch where they're like addressed so many things is good. Although they still need to do something that will make me play it like again. Is like when I'm doing a combo on someone, can they please take skill to get out of the combo? Because right now my friend is literally not my friend. Well, no, when I played with him, my friend would literally just hold down perception when I did like a smash attack. It's like, cool. What the freak am I supposed to do, man? You just counter like a thing when you instantly get out of his stun, and so that makes no sense. I cannot do any combos on my like opponent. That makes no sense. But yeah, that's my opinion about the fighting game. I would make it an arena fighter so I could like, first of all, to appeal to more people, but to appeal to the casuals, load it up with tons of single player stuff, and make it an arena fighter. You know what I mean? I want to make a breakthrough where people could like, where it's fun to play and look at, and it's like, well, first of all, no fighting games ever truly balanced, but like, people would go out of the way to watch tournaments on tournaments the same way you do Street Fighter, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Where people in the FGC take it seriously. And my second game is a Fusion Fall action and adventure game, where you play as the heroes during the invasion of Fuse, and you could be various Cartoon Network characters, a la Marvel's Avengers. You know, it's the same concept, go on missions like that. Although it would be way more freaking funner than Marvel Avengers. Because I have a hot take about Avengers. That game was not perfect. There's so many flaws in that game. There's so many flaws in that game. That's completely fine. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it was a perfect game. I would years ago, because I actually was one of those fanboys. I hate to say it, but you know, why not? I'll say it on the interwebs where everyone can hear me. I was one of those fanboys, but then I opened my eyes to how crap it was. I was literally playing with one of my boys and I was falling asleep while I was playing it, bro. It's like, how boring can you get? Like, this one mission, like, this mission was so boring that we didn't do anything for that much. It was so boring to do this one thing, but you know what didn't bore me at all? Was the combat. Dog. I've said it again and again. That combat in Marvel's Avengers is perfect superhero combat, man. Now, sure, some things need to be tweaked in there and there. Like, why was Hulk the weakest in terms of combat? You know what I mean? And Thor, like, Thor was the strongest only because this game relied on status effect debuffs. And Thor was so good at giving it to, like, people, man. Especially with that spin attack of his hammer. So, yeah, it's just, man. Oh my gosh. The combat in Marvel's Avengers was perfect. I would do something similar to that in a Cartoon Network game. I would do something similar. But yeah, that's just me. I would make a game like that where you like try to feed fuse and stuff, and it would not be live service. It would not be. It's just continuous DLC of DLC. You give us the supporting stuff, we give you costume stuff. It would not be live service or whatever. Well, I don't, because gosh dang, this whole live service games is getting on my nerves. You buy our game, we give you DLC, on to the next one. Like, you give us money and stuff. No, well, I don't, because the thing is, it could have just unlockable costumes that you have to unlock in the game. That'd be cool. Well, or if we had it like microtransactions, it'd be like easy unlocks, because DMC5 had microtransactions, yet that is still a goated game, and I would recommend it, even though I don't like microtransactions that much. You wanna know why? It's because it allows you to unlock everything, like, that's unlockable in the game. You just have to play it to, like, unlock everything. It's so good. I would copy DMC5's... That's it right there. I would copy DMC5's model of monetization in the game, man. Like, oh, you want this thing? Well, it's well, not easily, but it is, like, medium difficulty-wise, medium-wise, to unlock everything in the game. But hey, if you want a shortcut to have like #1's like Galactic Kid Next Door outfit, which we got robbed. I don't know why Cartoon Network turned down the Galactic Kid Next Door. And I guess I don't know. That's why I would make it. Like, you go on adventures into Fuse with your favorite Cartoon Network characters to see all these interactions and stuff. Because one interaction that I thought was really, really adorable, like actually cute and adorable. Did you know that, like, because they made a manga, right, to go with Future Fall, because, you know, everything got anime-fied. Young Ben 10, classic Ben 10, has a crush on number 5. I thought that was really cute and adorable. And that'd be so, oh my gosh, this is adorable. And I believe number 3 spends time with Jack, if I'm not mistaken. And the lore was so great in Fusion Fall. There's this one YouTuber I watch that, like, lore and what she would do for ideas for Fusion Fall or whatever. It's basically stories or whatever. And I think her name was Kira, I don't know. I will put the picture on screen. I will try to put the picture on screen in her YouTube, right? Because I think all you guys need to sub to her. Because, like, I was reading the thing about watching the one about Magic Tree, and, like, yeah, I really found that entertaining how he did her theory that she gave, like, the wish, like, the player is the wish to, like, defeating Fuse and stuff. Because in case you weren't aware, like, there was a big, well, no, because they had to explain, because the Magic Tree came from Courage the Cowardly Dog, right? And everyone's know Courage. It's one of the best cartoons ever. Courage, and it was the Magic Tree from nowhere. It just granted wishes, and they had to solve the problem of of, like, okay, why didn't the Magic Tree just wish Fuse away? It's just you can't do it now. And her theory was like, oh, like during the old times or whatever. You know, I'm not even gonna spoil it as much as I did, but, like, just watch her video. It's so good, and I like the Magic Tree video. It's one of my favorites, how she explained it. Even though, oh my gosh, man, even though, if they do decide to do an adventure game, could we not have it in first person? Because I really don't want to see Jeff the Spider in first person, bro. Jeff the Spider kind of already scared me as a kid when I watched him in Billy and Mandy. But now just seeing him in, like, face to face when you talk to people is like, yeah, why is Billy afraid of you, Jeff? Why is he? I finally understand like why Billy's afraid of his own son. And a final one, well, not, you know what? I don't. This is the third one, not final one, because I just came up with one on top of my head. It was on Max's stream. They were talking about Arxis, right? You know, the creators of Guilty Gear and one of the best Dragon Ball fighting games ever made. Before it got all, you know, wonky, and I don't know what the developers were doing and balancing, but whatever. Is a Western, like, why doesn't a Western IP get a hold of Arxis, right? And I think it was Simmons himself that said, like, okay, wait a minute. How about DC? A DC fighting game by Arxis? And all I could think about, like, that would look so dope. I don't have any, I guess that's all I want, a DC Arxis fighting game. Or even Marvel. How about Marvel too? Because Arxis fighting style is so good. And it'd be so, just look clean. Like, yeah, why don't a Western IP be like, hey, just make this game for us, please, we'll give you tens of billions of dollars. I don't believe I have anything else to say on this one because I haven't really thought about it. I just popped it in here. But like, I guess, can we not have the roster be Batman orientated? Orientated, please. That was my biggest complaint about Injustice 2. There were, oh my gosh. Let's count the Batman characters. Yeah, okay, let's count the characters after I'll give you my thoughts. Batman, Robin, Harley Quinn, Joker, Scarecrow, Bane, Deadshot. 7. Now, the thing is, we could, if it was up to me, we are keeping 3 Batman characters. 2 max. Like, no, 3 at the most if you want, but 2 max. Batman and Robin will always be there, because it's Batman and Robin. Cool. And the third one that will always have to be in here is Joker. Well, because the thing is, I don't want him in here because, like, can we have someone else have the spotlight? Why does Joker have to be in here? You know what I mean? But yeah, can we, in this new game, for the love of God, and also, please don't be Zoner heavy. Please don't be Zoner heavy like NetherRealm. Gosh dang, man. Oh my gosh. Like I said, NetherRealm games are just, if you're a Zoner, you're just creaming your pants every time you play that game. It rewards zoning heavily. And yeah, another thing, like I said, Batman characters, for the love of gosh, please stop. I love Batman. I love Batman as much as y'all do, but he only needs Batman and Robin in this game. Let other characters have something. Please. And I guess, what's another thing? Because I did think of another thing while saying it. DC. I guess that's. I guess I just brain farted. Because yeah, Batman and Robin. That's it. Please don't have keep away characters. I mean, you can have keep away characters. That's fine. But like, please try to let me get in there, man. We have so many characters in DC that we could use. So I guess that moves on to my final thing that I just thought of. It came from like a fan art on Twitter, because I thought it was just adorable. A KND X Teen Titans crossover game. I don't know how to play, but that's all I know, that I would try to make it. And it'd be really cool if they fought each other, because, you know, Teen Titans, you know, teens, how are they gonna trust them? But yeah, I think the interaction between, you know, number 3 and Starfire would be so cool to see and so wholesome. And especially I want to see the number interactions between number 1 and Robin. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so cool. But yeah, I guess that's all I got for you to say for you today, because all I want to try to get this out. That's all. And I just wanted to talk to the camera. I don't ever plan on revealing my face, by the way. But the microphone. I guess that's really about it. If you like me doing this, like me talking to you and putting you to sleep or whatever, like and sub, make sure to comment. Peace. Hey guys, thank you for watching the video. If you watched this and enjoyed it, then why not give me a like, sub, and hit the bell notification? It'll help me out a lot. If you really like watching me, then you could hit any one of these videos here. Bye.